another flight to see how I rested along these days. I hope not, but well, 10 days is a bit to forget some skills or some handling of the aircraft, even after this the sensitivity that I put up on the hardware. So here we are today from our Portuguese hub, Lisbon Airport, gate 117. It's early in the morning, so 8 o'clock in the morning, and we have an empty airport so far. Let's check the charts and the weather and everything. So according to our flight plan, we are going to take this small flight to Porto. It will take us roughly 40 minutes. Flight time, flight level 240, expected departure runway 02, not 20 as we can see here, and landing at runway 35. Let's check VATSIM radar. So in Portugal we do have some movements, not in the airports that I'm going to and from, but some, even though we are not controlled, we do have some movements here, nothing to be worried about. And here we have our METAR for Lisbon, so crosswind 10 knots, 29 degrees, and local QNH 1014. Let's check. So runway 02 in port. Let's check here. So crosswind from the left, 6 knots, 21 degrees Celsius, QNH 1015. So clouds are a bit low here. So let's see how it goes, and let's jump into cockpit and start the usual preparation. Okay, everything is okay over here. Just for your information, I am about to buy, I am aware that while I was on vacation, Phoenix Simulation has put into market Airbus A319 and Airbus A321, and I am going to buy it today or tomorrow. And the reason, well, is that Portugal TAP, our company, airline company, is a 100%, at least not counting with the Embraers, but is a 100% Airbus. So it flies a lot with A320s and 21s, not so much about the 19, but it still has. I believe that probably you can correct me, but I think that they still have an A319 fleet. I guess that by now they are reduced to a minimum aircraft, because it only has, or the majority of the flights are used by A320s and 21s. So initial flight level 60 as usual. And local QNH 1014. Okay, so we are now, cockpit is now prepared. I'm going to set the weight and balance over here. So our zero fuel weight will be 53.4, so very low. Here we are, 97 passengers, so it's going to be a fast boarding process. Fuel on board 3.4 tons, so not much. Apply. Now let's put everyone. Let's load, and 5 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight. Please place your large bags into the overhead lockers, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you.
Our call sign is TAP1924.
And loose items of clothing. If you are seated
Crossing
in an
X8,
emergency exit
flight level
row or a front row
3.0.
bulkhead seat, all of your items must be placed into an overhead locker. Once you have safely
It's going to be a
stowed your
direct
cabin
flight,
bag,
so I'm
please take
departing
your
north
seat.
runway,
To help us ensure an on-time
landing
departure,
runway
we would
headed north
kindly
as well,
ask
so
that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. As we are currently refueling, please ensure your
in
seatbelt
bomb,
remains
I'm not sure if we do have in
until the
bomb.
seatbelt sign is turned on.
We don't,
This is a
so
no-smoking service.
I'm going
Thank
to
you
fly
for
the
observing this
runway
policy.
heading and arriving 35. Outlet 6 Charlie arrival. There. Okay. I'm going to initiate our APU. So cockpit and forward cabin a bit on the cold side. And there they are. Checking if we do have anyone arriving so far. This is us, and we do have an incoming Azores aircraft. The rest are all departed. Probably we do have one arriving. No, just this one. Probably we can get to see them land before we depart. Keep kicking in. Okay, this is
Cabin
loaded.
crew boarding is now complete.
Let's send
Any remaining
this
ground
to
crew, please leave the
MCU.
aircraft.
Done. Checking our V speeds. I'm going to fly with 1+F and calculate. Okay, low V speeds here. Okay, all done here. Now let's place our
100 above, minimum.
METAR for port 2906 knots. degrees and 1015. 3 minutes still to align adheres. Okay, we are all set over here. Ground services, so GPU is connected. We are almost all set. almost there. Almost there, so I'm going to call the tag to be in position. Let's plan. Okay. And let's connect the tag.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground, stand by. Okay, sir. The bypass pit is installed. All doors and hatches closed and the ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may live.
Parking brake set, lifting the aircraft.
Okay, so that's lifted.
Standing by, push back.
Let's check if we have everything set. Okay, everything is now set. I'm going to switch on the beacon lights so they are aware that we are good to go. And so, let's go.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, clear to push start. Please release parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Oh, here we go.
Pressing push back. It start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
So engine must select the ignition and we'll start engine 2 as soon as we cross the red and white ribbon. Right over here, switching on. Still no other movements here in Lisbon airport. We are about to see one that's going to land. We probably will be able to see in the first row the landing.
Pocket contains important information about exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and the brace position, which you must adopt if you hear brace.
Engine to well,
brace.
starting on.
There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft. The cabin crew are now pointing out the exits
Okay, push
nearest
back
to you.
completed.
Please be aware that
Please
the
set your parking
nearest
brake.
usable exit
Parking
may
brake set.
be behind you. Emergency lighting will
Parking
guide
brake
you to
set,
an
lowering
exit.
aircraft.
In an emergency,
Let's
leave all baggage
see
on board.
the controls.
Seatbelts
Ground.
fastened.
Startup is complete.
Work.
You may
Go
disconnect.
to left,
It
go
must be
right,
fastened whenever the
neutral,
seatbelt signs are on.
Okay,
Pull
sir,
up,
clear to disconnect and has
pull
been
down,
removed to use
and
part.
neutral,
Step
the
right.
other,
If the air
pull
supply
left,
fails, masks
pull right,
Holding position waiting for the
neutral,
visual.
pull a
Thank
mask
you and
towards
goodbye.
to start
pitch
the
trim
oxygen.
set to down
Put the mask over your nose
0.1
and mouth.
and flaps down to position
Hold the
1.
mask in place with the strap.
Auto brake set to
Adjust.
max and
Put on
spoilers
the
armed.
mask before helping others. If we land,
We do have another aircraft that just connected to the community, and we are checking the lights, landing lights of the Aerosaurus. So
When outside, inflated by pulling the toggle.
okay, so everything is set.
Fails to inflate or needs
Beacon dark
topping up.
page, engine mode
Blow
selector
into this
normal,
tube. There is a
AP
light
bleed and
and
master
whistle
off,
for
and
attracting
lights on.
attention. The
Let's
cabin
go.
crew can
Parking brakes
assist you with
released,
life jackets for children.
and let's juice up a bit.
Your tray table must now be stowed.
Lisbon traffic
armrests
airport
down,
Portugal
window
1924,
blinds open, and
taxiing
seatbelt fastened.
via Alpha Mike
Further
215,
information regarding
expecting
your
departure
safety
runway
report can be
02.
found in the in-flight magazine. We hope you have a great flight.
Predicted wind shear, now turning on. Testing our brakes right before the turn here to Mike. And all good. Okay, so she's on short final as we speak. Still the problem with my tiller, still giving me some headaches. Okay, so full stop at 0.5. See the landing. There she comes. Over there, so things are set up. Very nice. Okay, so Lisbon traffic airport Portugal 924, line up and wait runway 02.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Lisbon traffic at Portugal 19240 for takeoff runway 02. So parking brakes off, lights all on, and crew advised, so we are good to go. Pushing up to 50% N1 and chrono. And thrust set. And flight 66, yes, a restaurant. Is blue. Positive rights. A bit tricky this one. A bit windy up here. And autopilot. Zero. Let's fly straight to Ave.
Okay, so... Oh. Yes, outside. Oh.
Okay, so we are reaching all descents. We will now descend with flight level 110. As you might see, I was checking the METAR with no change. No aircraft arriving except us, and at least as so far no one is departing, so we will be number one to land. And meanwhile, if someone connects to the part, we will be coordinating ourselves. South on our way but I think that's our ceiling or our check. Yeah, our barrel is under the ceiling, so I guess that we will be visual. Below mark.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrests down and window blinds open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened, ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, magazines that you do not want to keep.
Down to 2000, and we will afterwards get the aircraft in once and we'll let it fly now. That's on. LPPT-LPPR 1015 apparently. Just double check over here and send the map. Okay, so far so good. Okay, so ceiling overcast 900 feet. Let's see. I can see the clouds fly over. Let's see if we don't count disturbance on our landing. also not on this area here, so I already pressed the approach button and try manually to get the altitude and the vertical speed and the speed under control. At this point I'm going to go for minimum page speed. Increase our drag right about in a few seconds. So that's one. Two.
Cabin crew must now be seated for landing. Thank you. Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for landing.
And our landing gear down. Auto set to low, and spoilers aren't but 3. And my aircraft. And I'm right inside. Let's keep up with our profile. And webs, pull a minute or two.
$2,500.
Check. Check. Port traffic and Punch Balloon and for short final runway 35. Check.
500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 10, 5.
So
5.
I've floated a bit in the last second, but overall I don't hear the passenger start, so I think it was a bit on the rough. So those 7 feet, I think they were a bit slammed into the ground. And auto brake, so
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls, or internet access may now be used. Please make sure you take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat, and in the overhead lockers. Do take care opening the overhead lockers as items may have moved during flight. Smoking is not permitted.
very good. Exactly. And in the public side. Okay, so I'm going to disconnect engine 1. Continue our taxi with one engine mode. full stop. Engine 2 is off and landing, and lights are off as well. So 31 minutes
Cabin
flight
crew
time, a
disarmed.
bit less than anticipated, and we are good to see what the figures tells us. Okay, almost 300 FPM. I believe that it was a bit too much. Here 232. I believe this was more accurate actually, but I guess that it floated a bit, and I was seeing that the touchdown zone was about to end, and so I slumped a bit onto the ground. We will see from the outside perspective if this was in fact the case. So we are already outside, and let's check how it was. And probably we are okay. Nice effect there. Over the wings, short final here, very short indeed. I guess the approach was stable, so it was not. I think. I mean, I still didn't get used to the sensitivity that I brought to my hardware, actually to PCA Airbus. So until I get used to this, probably some floats will occur or some slams will occur. At least I think I did a good job bringing it up to this, and then I should have let it touch down there and here. 7, yeah. I mean, not as bad as I expected, but the figures don't lie. I'm going to check over here, like, let's bring this back to position there, and let's go there. Okay. I think he touched over here. Let's see. Where she is. There she comes. Let's see from here, from the tower perspective. I think it's more cool to see. There she is. Let's go. Okay, not so bad, but it wasn't a perfect landing for me. At least I'm expecting a bit more than this, but overall it was cool to fly again after several days without touching this, so 10 days probably. Well, hope you enjoy this. I will get back probably by evening to see if we can get a short flight once more, because at night I don't have any much spare time, so let's see. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on a later occasion. Bye bye and stay safe. Happy landings everyone.